Welcome everybody to 48 Talk episode 86.
Oi,何してんだ
Ah,
何してるの?
hey, welcome everybody.
Who was that?
No. Episode 86. I am your
What
host,
was that
Ray
all about?
Bali, as always. Joining me this time is DXTakamina on the right, Derek on the bottom left, and sorry, that Canadian guy is at work, so he will not be here again this week. Sorry about that, scheduling issues. But yeah, so it's here.
That's our special guest right
yeah,
there.
our special guest.
Our special guest is the lovely
it's-
Nachan.
It's so lovely. Okay. We do
Yeah.
have a lot to talk about, I would
Uh-huh.
say.
Yeah.
So,
Quite a bit.
Yeah, so when we take always these extended days, a lot of news happens. There was already a lot of news, but since it's now all the MVs came out from everything, so
Yeah.
let's jump right in, I would say. So AKB48's 51st single, Jabaja.
Yes.
Let's start with their MV first. I would like to hear your thoughts about it, and then I'll give you my opinion.
Skittles stays the rainbow, I would say. Oh boy.
That's all you need to say right there.
Yep, pretty much. In any case, it's so much color, it's not even funny. It's like, whoa, what the heck? Did I do something wrong with my settings on my PC or something? It was like, it's like, huh? No.
Mm.
The song is quite colorful, I would say, at the least, but the song needs to be speed up, and it's an okay song, I would say. But yeah, that's my issue with it from the beginning. So yeah.
Okay, Derek.
Yeah, it's like a giant bag of Skittles just opened up and just became AKB members. Like it's so like what Technicolor, but it is kind of continuing the tradition of the Sasenkyo single with like what's that like 4K like ultra crisp clear shooting.
Yeah.
So I do give him credit for that. It does make for a really nice looking MV. I mean, idols in 4K is always a good thing,
Well, true.
whether it's annoyingly bright or not. But
Yeah.
song wise, I mean, the MV didn't quite save it for me, didn't do anything really extra. I do certainly enjoy seeing Nachan in all her glory in the MV.
Yeah.
She
Oh,
she
man.
stole the show for me. And I'd say overall, yeah, agreed with DX and what we've been saying mostly about the MV. It just feels like somebody pushed the slow button on it or something. If this had been sped up or given like an EDM beat, it would have been amazing. And I really have thought about it like that, but it just, I don't know, a mediocre song in AKB's world could be saved by a great MV, something that's just blows you out of the water. You forget that it's a bad, like, mediocre song. This didn't really save it. But
No,
overall, it was fun. I enjoyed Nachan. Really, she stole the show for me. I just can't get past her. She's really like a goddess right now at this point. And considering everything we're going to talk about today, it's just this point's gonna keep getting emphasized over and over. But go ahead, Robin, to that effect, why don't you take it away? Because I know what you're gonna say. But go ahead.
So when this song was revealed on All Night Nippon, I heard it, and I hated it, and I was thinking like, okay, what's wrong with it? How can they fix this? How can they fix the MV? So I started picturing the MV in my mind. I'm like, okay, just be all cloudy and happy and togetherness, lots of colors, and lots of slow motion effects. That would help it. And, well, apparently they did it. It's like a lot of colors, and the slow motion effect in this, well, I say 75% of this MV is in slow motion. Like
Yeah.
every shot, it's slow motion. Because they know the song is so slow, then they have to, appeal to it or, give a little credit to it, and that's why the MV is also so slow. There are a few moments where they pick it up, like at the start, where you hear the drums, you see a Cyanide just go with the pom-poms going like that,
Yeah.
that. That's
Yeah.
good. That feels great. And then I noticed something else.
Mhm.
I know now why I don't like this song.
Oh.
Oh, why?
Do elaborate.
It's the vocals.
Oh.
The vocals do not fit with the song. the
Mm.
MV
In particular.
the MV fits with the song type. If I listen to the song without lyrics, I'm
Mhm.
like, when the opening starts, it's like, oh, it's fine, dun, 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 and then you're going through it, and then they start singing, and then it's like this. It really breaks like the entire mood of the song, and I'm like,
Mm.
it's the vocals, and it's not saying they are singing off key, lovely voices I hear. It just
It doesn't fit.
it
it
doesn't
doesn't
fit the type of music they're using.
Mm.
I think it's too high pitched
So what
compared
would
to
you?
the style song. But well, with the music, I would say just don't sing. But you can't have a idol group not sing. So
Yeah, doesn't work like that.
but
Dude.
that's the problem. It goes like they tried. There are some moments when the vocals fit with the song,
Mhm.
but like the chorus goes, it doesn't fit with the music. It's off. That's the whole thing that's bothering me during the whole song, and it's like that's why this song is not great. It
Mm.
doesn't fit
Mm.
well together. But the MV,
And yeah, and
Go ahead.
your thoughts about playing the song at 1.25 speed though.
It gets better. It gets a lot better because then it goes a little faster, so the vocals don't go so high pitched because it goes da 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 instead of da. So yeah, but it's still not great. I can still listen to this without vocals. I can still hear it in the background, and then sometimes I hear
Mhm.
myself going like da, 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 da. And I heard this before as well. So, but the MV itself, it's typical AKB style, I would say. It's again the classroom style, a festival,
Oh
happiness,
yeah,
everybody's
yeah.
having a party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it kind of reminded me of High Tension's video, but not as fast walking and no salty
No, exactly.
Purdue.
Yeah,
Yeah,
But
yeah.
like, you know,
High Tension was the MV was too fast for me personally.
see, I liked it though. I thought it was
Yeah.
fun.
So
I thought it was
again,
fun.
with the colors here, because it's slower, I don't have
Yeah.
like it doesn't hurt my eyes. Well, it's
Ah,
very
okay.
bright, so
I
I'm still like this, but it doesn't really bother me because it goes slow enough. But I gotta say, position-wise,
Mhm.
it's really you remember Tsubasa wa Irenai. I know people don't want to hear it, but when the MV came out, it was like, oh yeah, Mion is the center or is Cyanide the center?
Right.
This, however, you can definitely tell. There were moments when you see Nachan is really leading the group
Yeah.
at that point. They're walking down the
I was waiting
stairs.
for
You
that.
see everyone
Yeah.
behind, and she is just looking like, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
This
Oh
is,
yeah, definitely.
I'm the center right now. This is my song, and she she works with it. I did see on Online Nippon they did a little live performance again with Mako, and that appealed to me. So it's still not a good song. I'm still not happy with it, but the MV saved it, and a few little sneak peek of the live performance, it saved it. It's not
Mm.
redeemable, but it saved a bit.
To me, this song, the only way it's gonna be saved for me is if like it gets done in some kind of ultra different way, like let's say like on request hour or like Takichi Miyu decides to like cover it on piano
yeah,
or
yeah,
something,
yeah.
and it's like really beautiful. Like this song does have the ability to be saved, but it needs to be done differently as far as the approach. What were you? What?
You
Oh,
just
boy.
proved my point. Okay, so we're gonna get this beautiful rendition on the piano, and she goes like ding 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 ding, and then she goes Jabaja Jabaja, and then it's like
Well, maybe not like that. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
just if anyone can find me a way to make Jabaja sound appealing, then you win. I
but-
know.
Yeah.
I don't know if you can even with a title like that. Like it
Exactly.
doesn't even
It's
with a
so
Nick.
random. It sounds so random, you know.
In the groove, yeah. It's like
Right. So right, exactly.
no.
Bury it in
However,
gold.
there were a lot of members, and some members did not get enough screen time. I do love for the fact I did see enough of Murayama Yuri, You know, her
Yes.
first moment. Machadine had her few highlights. But
Yes.
again, the Nachi had one shot in there.
Mhm.
There was one. There's a weird point in the video where they cut, and normally you think they will cut to another member, but they stay at the same member. It's Saine. So she's like dancing, and then they cut, and it's her again. I'm like, why did you cut there? Why is there?
That's in Saine's contract. Anytime she does a video for AKB, she's like, "Ladies, I gotta be in for at least 35.4 seconds of every song. So you're gonna see the most of me because I'm the star."
Speaking of which, I didn't see a lot of Sakura.
Mm-mm.
That's also interesting. I think they're
In general,
yeah.
yeah.
just buried, getting back. For some reason, there's been this pull back with Sakura-tan push. So maybe people had enough. Maybe AKS had heard it like from too many fans. Like, lay off Sakura-tan for a while.
Well, we did have someone give him comment, right, DX, about Nachan being center.
Yeah, it was from SNR, and he posted a long comment, but he also had 2 questions for us, I believe.
Well, let's do his first one. So that was about Nacha. Will Nacha feature another center song? Definitely yes, I would say.
Definitely
yeah,
yes.
come on,
Yeah,
without
definitely.
question.
Even though this song isn't like, oh, this is amazing, this is great, just how she portrays in this video, this is currently the #1 in AKB48.
Yeah, to center, yeah.
And this is also very dangerous for the other participants in Sosenkyo.
Oh man, yeah.
She already she is already saying that she wants to be in the top 5 this year.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
And with the way, if this keeps going till the end of Sosenkyo, that is a very doable goal, I would say.
Mhm.
But
Yeah,
it
well,
looks very
look,
dry for her.
I mean, again, our favorite subject. Sasenkyo is going to be a bloodbath this year, like a true bloodbath, even more than last year, because it is. Unless Saine throws her hat in the ring, it's anyone's game. And if Saine, Yukaren, if Sashi, all 3 do stay out, it is anyone's game.
Mhm.
So I think, having said that, Nachan has just as much of a shot as Jarina, as Sakura-tan, as Ogi, as Dasu, as all of them. I mean, and you know what? Why not put her in? Because AKB needs like a face like hers, needs a girl like her as their true center. Because I don't think Mion quite had it. You know what? I actually respect Mion now a lot, and I all props to that girl. But I just don't think she had it. And then like if you take her out, you have Komiharu, which I think could easily be the center of AKB easily, but something is always off about that girl. I think in the minds of fans, I don't know what it is. It just is. And then Fukuo and Asena could be it, but again, she also kind of just never gets that spotlight. Who gets it now? Nachan. To me, Nachan is the one where like all signs point to go. Unless you want to throw like somebody else in the conversation there, but like Jury or something. But I would think like it's Nachan all the way.
All right, I know it's way early right now because the
Mhm.
CD just came out.
It's still not released actually. It's still 12 days out.
Yeah, 12 days.
Okay.
52nd single, Center.
The SSK single. Ooh. I'd say they're going to go with Nachan again, I would say.
I don't think you do 2 in a row. When was there a 2 in a row recently in the past few years?
Oh, that's a good question.
Good
Fans
question,
of ours, check it out. Give us some stats since you guys will probably know it. No, that's a good question actually.
Good
When
question,
was
actually.
Well, Mion, did Mion get 2? Because she had Tsubasa, but didn't she have one right after or before?
No.
Or no, because Tsubasa was her first.
No.
Maybe.
It's not Sashi
Yeah.
because it's always Sosenkyo time for her, but she's not gonna be in Sosenkyo. Maybe Sashi.
Mayu?
Did Maya had, no. But I'm thinking next single. So because Sashi is not in the Sosenkyo this year, maybe she'll be before the Sosenkyo. To give
that'd be cool. I'd be okay with that. Like, whatever.
Yeah.
But at the same time, though, it would be nice to see somebody really different. Like if you could pick somebody, and because these seem to be random in a sense, I don't know. Why not give another person a shot? Even more to amp up the Sasenkyo. You know what I mean?
What about
Mm.
Yui Yui?
Roguri Yui.
Oh God, yeah. How could we forget her? Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean she's always that girl you got to watch out in the discussion. Or you know who I'd like to see is Yui Han. You know, give
Oh,
the
yeah. Yeah.
Sokotoku a chance. You know, why not? She's got a good voice. Like
Yeah,
when she's
Yeah,
on
but
point, she's on point.
it's
But
not it's not her role. She
it's
does
not a.
it's not her
I would
role, I
say.
know,
she doesn't need to be centered to be
but
noticed.
that's true. That's true.
Hmm.
I to be honest, like I would be all for like if AKB if it's gonna be an AKB leader, which I'm assuming it would be, right? It wouldn't be one of the sister girls.
Not likely.
Not likely, right?
Jurina?
Well,
Sorry.
Drina would be interesting because then that would really be a push for her, for Sasenkyo, and I'd be all, of course, I'm all for that. I love
Mhm.
Drina. I don't know. Really, to me, it would be interesting to see who they throw in there. If I was AKS and I was trying to think of it, I would put somebody in there that's unexpected to kind of amp up the conversation for Sasenkyo. You know what I mean? Like we have our set group we know are gonna be like competing in the arena for the top, you know, for Kami 7. But what if they throw somebody else in that conversation, like, don't forget about this person, and then all of a sudden they get like this influx of votes because of that, because they're on our mind. Do you know what I'm saying? Like that would be interesting. But the question is, who would it
If you
be?
if you go
My
that route,
turn?
no, if you go that route, I would probably say Komiyama. Actually, she had a big
Yeah,
drop
okay.
last year.
Yeah, she had a drop, but like I think she's been on her best behavior lately. So I think like if Komiharu if she got pushed like that'd be cool. Or Fukuona Seitan would be good. Miriam Yuri would be good. But I don't know. Who are you thinking, Robin? You're like you have your thinking
Yeah,
hat on.
I'm thinking Machari.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. I'm
yeah,
thinking
could
Machire
be.
would be the most logical one to push at this point because I think she has the most momentum going to Sasenkyo. This girl could like do no wrong at this point. So, and unfortunately, like I think this also overshadows like the big jury kind of push. I felt jury was getting there for a minute. I think jury's been kind of being relegated to the background or something. You know?
No, that's another thing, but I'll save that topic for next time.
Okay.
It's idols that do musicals. They need to stop. They really need to stop this because
Mm.
when you
Oh,
do a musical, it's good for your career. It's not good for your career in AKB or as an idol group. Since your
Mm.
attention goes to, practicing, performing, all these lines, all you have to do, opening night, doing all these shows, your attention goes to there. Right now she's doing the Snow Princess, and her attention is there. Her attention is not in AKB48 as much as it used to be. So, and then maybe management's also like, you're busy, we'll give someone else. And it's good for your career, sure. Not for your idol career though. In the long run, you'll be like, hey, why is my rank dropped? Or why is my handshake line just lower? Oh, okay, I haven't been in, with the fans in contact. You need to be, keep in contact, stay in there. And everyone who does musicals apparently loses that. And the biggest example is Haru Hika, for instance. She does a lot of musicals. She got another one for like circus something.
yeah,
Uh,
circus something. Yeah.
yeah, but good for her. Very good. Not
I,
good for her AKB career.
Nope.
No, but I think in defense of Tano-chan, like I feel like AKS or AKB kind of pushed her towards that. I think I think she saw the writing on the wall real fast. Like, you know what? I'm never gonna be higher up than these girls. Like, screw it. Like I gotta find my own path. And I'm like you said, good for her to do that because she is one of those like proactive types, you know. So but I feel like if AKB had given her a little bit more of the keys to the kingdom, like she wouldn't have done that, you know? Because I mean,
Yeah.
think about it, you're singing AKB all day, and maybe you're not as busy as like we think, you know, or we saw in AK Bingo, and you have nothing to do, but you're talented, you're beautiful, you know, you're not gonna sit at home. So it's like I don't blame her for doing that, and she is ultra talented. And that's the weird thing about AKB though in general. It seems like the mega ultra talented girls always never do well. Tano-chan, Wasamin, like
Takuki
all
Miyu.
yeah,
Takuki
Miyu.
Miyu.
Look at Miyu for crying out loud. That girl, ridiculous voice, ridiculous talent. Eh, barely a conversation starter among like the general AKB like direction and path. Never in videos. You know what I mean? So it's like I don't know why that, or even like let's Zal Reina,
Yeah.
one of the most ultra smart, talented, beautiful, amazing girls in AKB's history, and eh. I mean, Lucy does her own thing though. But see, that's my point. Look what she does. She's like, all right, you know what? You guys can talk about Mion and Machirin and all that. Be my guest. I'm gonna do Nozawa World Traveler, and I'm gonna spread my awesomeness to everywhere. And she's hysterical. Like, so it's like, you know, this video is a good example why AKB members maybe should think about doing stuff like that. You know, they're all so amazing. Like, why sit at home and do nothing? You know. But I don't know. That's just my own 2 cents. Sorry to rant.
All right. We got a little off topic there, but
Yeah.
that always happens. So
As usual.
It usually happens.
Yeah.
It's nothing new.
So let's continue then to the coupling songs on the
Oh, yeah.
first single.
Yeah, this is where it gets fun.
Yes.
All right, let's start with SKE48's I no Moake as a double center, Matsuya Juna and Suda Akari.
Yes.
So this is a very disco nightlife version. I like the outfits, and that's about it.
Yeah, the song is like.
The song is man. It's coupling song style.
I like the video though. I really like the video though.
Well, it's not the video. It's for me. It's definitely how they look. This is like, if I go to a club and I would see them there, I will be like, okay, I will lock this place up and never leave. This is just
That's funny. That sounded ultra creepy, like you're about to do
Yeah.
something horrible
Yeah,
now, but at the same
exactly.
time, that's I agree with you totally. The thing is, so those girls can wear garbage bags to a club and they would still be hotter than every other girl there dressed to the
Yeah.
nines. Like,
Yeah.
but the thing is, it's like the problem with this song, it's like a Kabasuka Gakuen throwaway. The MV and the song itself.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
like
yeah,
it's
yeah,
just honestly, like, I love Jirin, I love Dasa. When you have the two biggest powerhouses in SKE going as a double center, you're thinking, oh yeah, this is gonna be, huh? Like, it's just like, wait, we've heard this song 400,000 times in like songs 300 through 600 of AKB's catalog. Like,
Yeah.
like stop with the disco. It's not gonna be cool anymore. It was done with high tension. Honestly, just stop. Like, it just doesn't work. And Jarina, why would you relegate her to doing disco when this girl is one of the best dancers in AKB? And why not like make her do like an Uza or something? You can never go wrong with EDM with SKE. You just
Yeah.
can't. They do EDM better than any group, maybe with the exception of NMB.
Hey,
So-
she's 20 now, so that's the whole
Yeah,
reason.
she's getting older. Bones are hurting, right? Dasu, I think when she's 30, isn't she? So it's like, I'm kidding. Dasu's getting old. But I'm just saying, like it's just. But the thing, wait, one good point. Kitagawa Ryoha, hot. Like, oh my
Yeah.
god, she looks so
Oh,
good in
yeah.
this, and I don't even like
Oh.
her. But like, I was like, whoa. No, I mean, I'm not a big fan of her.
Okay.
But like,
Mm.
I was just very impressed.
Furahata now also for me, it's like
Oh,
Oh,
of course.
yeah, of course.
still.
Yeah, nothing to say about this song.
Nothing to
It's
say.
just
Like-
it's my least favorite out of all the
Yeah,
couplings.
same here. I was
And I
listening
hate
to it, I was like, yeah, no. If I were to buy a CD, this song is not going to be in it. No.
Yeah, I would skip it all the
yeah.
time. And hate to say
I
that.
think SKE48 should make a graph your photo book, like all members.
Oh god,
Oh,
yes,
yeah.
Tani, thank you, please. I want to see Tani and Gravier.
Yeah, why not?
That'd be amazing.
Because I think a lot of money could be made just for making this photo book. So
Actually, Robert, it'd be cool if every group did that. They did like a group special, like every single group, because that'd be pretty awesome. Minus members that can't do that, of course.
no. But still,
No.
that's a lot of members. How big do you want this book to be?
Yeah.
No. I mean, each group gets their own separate Gravier book.
Mm-hmm.
So you have like an NMB group, you have a SK group book. But the thing is, though, I don't think they need to do all members. Obviously, there's so many underage ones. I don't want to see any underage girl like that. I want to see girls that are like actually like, you know, I want to see Gravier that, you know, makes sense. So I don't know but then I don't know because like isn't NGT's girls like a lot of them are like they're so young.
No, a lot of
Are
them.
they?
No, a lot of them are actually close to the adult age.
Yeah,
Yes,
well, they're gonna obviously be the
People
best because they're like officially like the hot group of AKB48, like without question. But
Well, yeah, gonna butt in there. Technically, Jodie Shirei is underage, but she's in a lot of grave years. Oh boy.
well, NMB does have their powerhouse girls, that's true. But it's just I don't know, you can't beat NGT overall. Like they're unbelievable. You have Karen. I mean, she's like the grab your queen.
Yeah,
So
true.
it's they win.
Hmm.
Robin's
Oh
thinking.
boy, thank you, Kevin.
Actually, too. Question for our fans: Which grab your book do you think would be the best, and who would you like to see in there? I can already tell what most of our
Would that
fans
be
will say, but
interesting? Like a Sosenkyo graph yearbook?
I'm telling you, it'd be awesome. But like each have like individual ones. I mean, AKB like their fans are collectors. Like when that'd be like the ultimate collection book. You just have each group have their own.
Maybe that will be interesting. You know, Renachi did it with her second Sosenkyo. She
Oh,
did
yeah.
the
That
single
was
and the photo
awesome.
book. That was
Mhm.
It
great.
was awesome.
How about making that like a junk and win instead of single?
Ooh, AKS, if you're listening, we're giving you gold here, man. Just give us
Yeah.
2% interest on royalties for this.
Yeah, just make it a
Sorry,
graphic.
yeah.
And graphic doesn't mean to have to be, you know, almost naked and sexy. You can all
No,
be
no, no,
very
no, no,
elegant
no,
and very
no.
cute and stuff like that. So
Gravier can. I mean, Gravier by its nature, I think, in Japan overall does tend to rely heavily on the sexy. But whatever, AKB members like they sweat sexy. They're so sultry and beautiful, most of them, even when they're not trying to be. But what I think would be cool, and this is where it'd be interesting, is the kawaii element. How many of these girls could actually pull off like the cute Gravier? I mean, that's where AKB's strength lies. Is like they have such a good balance of cute and sexy. So I would be okay with either. Of course, I'd want to see more sexy because I'm a guy and that's what I like. But I'm just saying at the same time, there's a lot of girls like, for example, Okapa. Okapa can be cute. Like I don't want to. I can't picture her sexy. I picture
No.
her very cute, like very adorable.
Okay.
Versus like Mahahon, ultra sexy.
Yeah.
Like that would burn my eyes out. And then and every group has girls like that. So it'd be a cool little juxtaposition right within their each book.
Yeah.
But overall,
Yeah.
I don't know. I think NGT would have it. I think NMB would be a close second. But
all right, moving on. It's like this is weird reviewing from singles. We get really weird to topics. Maybe
Well,
maybe that's the whole
It works.
message behind these singles. The song itself is meh, but there's a whole story behind this. So
there is. There
so-
always
There is, yeah.
So speaking of which, then for NMB48, Heta Wotsu, Joe Eriko is centering it.
Joe
Yes,
Eric.
yes,
Oh,
Yes,
finally.
yes.
Finally
About
with this
time.
girl.
About time.
I like this song actually. It's
Yeah, same.
although Derek, what's the first thing that comes to mind when you hear like the first few seconds?
Oh shoot! And I know I should know this because I was thinking exactly what I think you're about to say. But it's. I'm sorry. I can't.
I am now officially done after this single. I'm done with songs that go
Oh yeah, okay, yeah. So they need to get off that trend. I
Yep.
think it's okay. It's already done. That was a fast like here I am, and then 40 songs later, okay, we're done.
Yeah.
But yeah, I agree with you there. But here's the thing, I don't care because it's Joe freaking Eriko. This song could have been the 51st singles song, and I would love it for this one reason because it's Joe Eriko. This girl has had such a trajectory in AKB. You know what I mean? Like from being an NMB to being hopefully the second coming of Achan to being nope, I'm graduating, see you later, to
And
then coming back,
Yeah.
to then being nothing, to then working her way up, and then magically out of some miracle with all the hot ass girls in NMB and all the talent, they picked Joe Eriko. I love that decision. I think it's great, but here's the best part: the song's actually good.
Yep.
It's actually my third favorite song out of all the couplings. Like it's really good.
The
It's fun.
video is very sad though.
Very sad, but fun.
It's like, okay, the song is pretty upbeat, but then it's like, oh yeah, we used to go to this shop when I was a kid. Then the woman died. Now I'm trying to make the recipe, but it doesn't want to work. Everything is going to. I want to see the full version. Hopefully, it has a happy ending.
Yeah, same.
At the end, because this was sad. Still, the song, yeah, it was just the I'm done with oh.
Yeah.
But seeing Joe Eriko grown up. Like, do you remember seeing her in the documentary?
Yeah, with Achan. Yeah.
And it's like Akachan, and now she's not Akachan anymore, man.
Nope.
She has definitely grown the F up. She looked gorgeous. She's got a healthy weight to her too. Like most, she reminds me kind of like an American girl as far as like the body size and proportion. And to be honest with you, I thought it was very, very it's a very powerful image to send that to like any fans of AKB saying, hey, we're not just looking for like the little waif types. Jo Erica's got some weight on her, but again, it's all very well proportioned weight, and she just looks healthy. She looks beautiful. She's got the real sharp face curve, which I think that's her strongest features. She has like her face looks like an upside down triangle, basically. It's just really sharp.
Yeah.
No, I mean that in the best. Like that's a compliment, but it's just she overall. It's just. Can you imagine? Like they tell her she's gonna be. She's like, you have all these other girls. Me? Are you sure? But she's earned it, and this is the reason why I'm so like all about this is she represents the path of an idol to go from nothing to struggle to something. You know, it's just I don't think people realize just how significant it is that she was picked as the center. So I'm just saying, really, people, especially all you NMB fans, you want a big battle with this one. Even though probably no one will be talking about this song in a couple months, you still want a big battle with this.
Maybe.
And go Jo Erica. And hey, she could be a conversation starter for the Sasenkyo if her momentum from this, continues. And by the way, I want to meet her. I'm dying to meet her in a handshake. So when I go to Japan, she's definitely at the top of my list, like to meet.
Well, we don't know what will happen tomorrow since NMB48 will announce their new single.
Oh shoot, that's right. That's right. Who did they say was center?
Yamamoto Sayaka is center.
Okay.
For the new single.
Yeah, but is he in there in the Senbatsu? Or did they announce Senbatsu yet?
Jo Erica?
The Senbatsu for the new single has already been announced, I think. I'll take a quick look. Just a sec. Give me a sec.
If she's in there, that's also a good sign.
Robin, do you like Jo Erica? I mean, have you ever really been a fan of hers? Because I've never really heard you talk much about her.
No.
Got the Senbatsu list for the new NMB single.
Go ahead.
It's Sayane as center. Yeah.
Okay.
But is Jo Erica there?
Yeah, she's in.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Maybe we're seeing something there.
Character-wise, the only thing I know from her is from the documentary, and other than that, there's nothing that's standing me out. But again, NMB is. I've saw them live. They're always will be close to my heart since there's my first live performance of a idol group, I would say.
Right.
Even there, I didn't think she standed out too much. So no, it's Miru for me right now still at NMB48. Shirama Miru
for everyone.
that's still the powerhouse over there, and even though Shibuya Nagisa is a little put into the back, I think she still has enough potential to be front and center on that side.
Sure.
Well, maybe you still surprise me, Jericho. Just need to see more of her.
That's my point, yeah. So hopefully it happens.
Okay.
Very cool.
Exactly.
Alright, then time to take our drugs and go to HKT48. Buta Oreru Made.
Oh man.
What?
That video.
What the hell was this?
Okay, the one thing to really point out about this, and I don't know if you guys caught this, is was there some symbolism going on there with Sakura-tan and Sashi in the hallway? I mean, don't get me wrong. The best part was when Sashi spanked Sakura-tan's butt. Yeah. Like, that was awesome. But I'm just saying, like, is there like a symbolic, like, hey, get out of my way transition thing still being discussed there, or do you feel like that was thought out, or just happened
I don't
to
know.
be there?
It's like the scenes were. You have Miyawaki Sakura and Sashihara being stuck in like this one hallway, and they can't pass each other. Then we have Moriyasu Madoka and
Mikurin.
Yeah,
Mikurin.
Trying to beat a game, but they can't, so they're stuck in that room. And then we have Hana-chan with Vivian, I think, and who was the other one? Was that Nako?
I think it was Nako. I think.
Well, there were all these delicious cupcakes and stuff, and they can't eat it because they have to lose 10 kilos. And I'm like, they're also stuck in this. So the whole thing is they're stuck in there. The thing is noticing, no Harupi again. So she's been written off HKT48 for now. Now taking another break. But I think the whole thing with this video is it's HKT and they need to find a new stick, because their stick was we're the freshest, the youngest,
Yeah.
and that is over now. So they need to find
Yeah.
a new character-wise, I would say.
Yeah. Fine. Yeah.
Well, I thought like them punching through like the color and just that was fun. That was kind of interesting looking. But I would say like overall the MV is better than the song for me. It's just fun. It's really fun to watch. It's definitely like drug induced. I mean, whoever made this was like really wacky. But what I like about this isn't even so much the song or the video. It's the fact that AKS let somebody very creative take the helm. So I don't know if this was Sashi that came up with the concept or if it was like some really creative artist or director, but whoever that was, I'd say get them for more stuff because I think it's a good sign when they're willing to like in these coupling songs overall, just go crazy with them, just have fun to like do whatever. It's like okay, AKS has to make money with their main single, but for all the other ones, it seems like they're allowing a lot more creativity. I mean, once again, this is a case of the coupling songs saving a single because this seems to be like a tradition now with AKB singles. And because I'm telling you, the coupling songs were amazing this time. We haven't even got to the good ones yet, but I'm saying like this song, it was just fun. It was very Sashi, I guess, maybe her personality. Although again, we haven't seen her much of her lately. She's been kind of again background as well. But you're right, Robin. Like they need to come up with something new. But I also think like HKT's in that kind of free fall transition mode where like they're having growing pains now. They got to figure out what they're doing, and I think they'll get there. But like most of these groups' heydays are kind of in the back, because we haven't heard another melon juice from HKT in a while.
They're
If you know what I mean.
currently NMB48 2017.
Yeah, when they were having a hard time.
Yeah. Only
Good point.
in this situation, we had this conversation before that the cutesy idol stuff that's over now and to be more realistic, like Keyakizaka is doing. But HKT is still trying to hold on to that idea from the past, and I think that is currently hurting them. They really need to go with the times, and I feel that this song used to work maybe 5 years, 10 years ago. Now it's it's not doing it for me. It's this style is the same with their last song that came to mind is Bagu de Ichan or something like that. It's this just let's throw in weirdness and cute girls. That's the idea.
For me, HKT is like if we think of them as family members, they're the daughters you drop off at the arcade and they haven't left the arcade yet. Like they're just there, they're just hanging out, they're having this great big party. There's nothing else to them at this point. Now I don't, again, like you said, that's their stick that they've been holding on to for a long time. I mean, ever since Melon Juice, like that's pretty much been them 24/7, just party, party, party. But it would be. I don't necessarily want them to switch to like Majime or Sirius, but I would like to see them do something that's hooky, but like very dance heavy, very dance oriented, and like kind of go the NMB route. Because I think if they went very dance heavy, I honestly, I mean, if you're so youthful, well then let me see you do something youthful. Let me see you like dance your butt off.
Make noise.
They don't do that.
Make noise.
What's that?
Make noise. The make noise.
Okay. Good point. But that's my. But I guess
that's your
my
point. Make Noise came out and it was like very well received.
It's fun. Yeah, it was good. It was a lot of fun.
They need to make more song in the style of Make Noise, I would say.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what I'm saying. That's their strength, I think, now. Yeah. Because the cute thing, like you said, when all your 14-year-olds aren't 14 anymore. Exactly. Like they're all grown up. So, and you got great girls. HKT still is a powerhouse of names that we all know. That's one thing about HKT I like is I know almost, I think, more members with them as I do with like NGT and AKB. But like it's just when you have that many identifiable girls, like why not really play up to those talents, So, HKT is still in the conversation, but they just got to figure out what they're doing music wise. So hopefully they get there fast.
Yeah.
All right. NGT48 Tomodachi de Imasho.
Oh, the almost perfect song, but
almost.
All right.
So, go ahead.
What parts destroyed it? I would say I don't know exactly the mark. It was I would say around the 1 minute mark or something before that. Like early in the song, there's like you had the build up,
Yeah.
and then there's this cut, and then they go 100 like this is, and then the song is like, what the hell is this?
Mm-hmm. So, go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
Okay.
I'm trying. I'm asking it really. Was
No,
there a
so
moment there that the song really just goes off the rails?
yeah. Like
Yeah.
here's the thing. NGT for a minute there when I heard the song and I saw first of all, the MV's gorgeous, of course. I mean,
Yep.
it's not hard to be gorgeous when you have girls like NGT girls. So
Yeah.
so that's like easy. You know, they're
That's the
literally
easy
just
part. That's the
they're
easy part.
walking around in the MV because they're like, we don't have to do anything else. We're just hot. Just put us in nice coats and look at us, you know. And for some reason, NGT really likes walking on beaches and near oceans. So maybe that's the whole Niigata thing. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the thing is, it's like, here's the thing. The song started and that verse kicks in and I'm like, I'm getting goosebumps. I'm oh my God, they just hit, they're gonna have the best song of the year again. And I'm thinking like this verse, perfect verse, perfect. I wouldn't change anything about it. And then they go to that pre-chorus, which is what you're talking about, and I'm like,
yeah.
what the F is this? I'm like, I've already heard this in 3,500 other AKB songs. And then the chorus, and it goes from like build to like, oh, even,
Flat. Yeah,
even,
flat,
and then almost like, now we're just going to keep even.
Yeah.
It's like there's no
explosion. Yeah.
There's no explosion. There's no like out of nowhere just rocks up. Like we'll talk about SCU. Like SCU got it right, but like and like SCU's chorus for their coupling song should have been the like kind of the chorus for this song in terms of the feel and how the switch should be. It should have kept building. That pre-chorus should have been a ramp up, not like this weird like mid tempo. Like, hey, we're building this great verse, but we're just gonna chill and, you know, sit back and drink our coffees and we're just gonna watch a soap opera. I don't know. It's my mind is just, I was so disappointed with that because the verse literally, like one of the best verses I've heard in a long time by any of these groups. It has everything I want, and then nope. So good MV up to that point, bad MV after. So it's like A plus, like D, you know. So it's just I don't know. That's my thoughts.
DX?
Nope, pretty much the same. I was expecting a big explosion after that build-up, and it's like, oh yeah, I'm getting pumped.
Again,
Let's do this. Let's do
it's
this.
not bad. Then they go very coupling song.
Yeah.
But yeah, since Derek already mentioned it, STU48 pedal
Oh,
to
yeah.
Sharin to Kita Michi To, right?
Yes.
Okay, it's a long name, but the song is actually okay. I think it doesn't fit the music video. Again, the speed of the song is too fast for the music video. Because they try to build up, but they are standing still. There's like, it goes very fast, a nice beat to it, and you see them all standing, just looking in the distance while they sing. I'm like, move! Just do something! So it's okay. It will be very nice to see this live as a performance.
But the video itself, yeah.
Maybe they were told, or like, well, they're not told. Maybe like management was like, well, we don't want to steal the show too much for other songs, so let's tone it down to keep it at a okay level. Otherwise, you'll maybe take the spot from the song we want to succeed.
DX, what do you think?
I don't know. The song itself, the build-up, great. The chorus, perfect. The video itself, it was a nice video, but it felt like I was expecting a more energetic video with the song, and it was like they're looking around for these spheres, and it's like, I don't know.
No, I mean, right. That's kind of the reaction. That's actually a very appropriate reaction because, like, and Robin, you hit it right on the point. Like, the MV was sort of like, why aren't these girls dancing or doing something? When that chorus kicks in, it's like kind of high tension. Like you kind of think, like you know, you're bobbing your head, you're into it, and the girls are just like, what's up? We're gonna just take a look at the sky on this set of rocks that we've been on the past 3 MVs or whatever, and it's just like, you know, honestly, like it's just.
Oh, okay. We've mentioned it so many times, but you know why they're standing still, right? They're waiting for the boat. It's like,
Oh man.
we want to do
Well,
we want to do stuff, but we're stuck here. We're stuck ashore because there's no boat.
You know why? And this is why Akipi's not here with us today, because he actually got so frustrated about us talking about the lack of the boat. He's now actually physically building it himself with the pick.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
That's why Akipi's not here, guys. Sorry, he was gonna join us. Said he had to go do something.
We already saw a preview of the boat at Kitaria's graduation.
Yeah.
We did. We just,
Pulling it by scale.
I would say that the song they actually got right. This should have been S2's single debut, in my opinion. But I think they should have taken a step back and well, maybe they should have hired the HKT's director for this one, because that would have been interesting. I almost feel like he or she would have done a better job thinking of something more creative than them waiting around for the boat. You know what I mean? That would have been funny if he would have played on that, did some trippy thing where you see like clear boats just going across the screen, like on the 4chan talks or whatever. And, I don't know. I'm just saying, there's a million different things you could have done with the song, and they chose the easiest non-budgeted route. Let's just get them up there and just film. That's not gonna cost us nothing. I agree, but overall it's good.
Sorry, the cat is joining us as well this time. So if you hear in the background some cute cat noises, he's trying to find a spot to sleep.
Oh, there he is.
There he is.
Aww. Quiet Neko-chan.
Yeah. So again, it's a good coupling song. It doesn't really hurt the single for this. So if you're interested, yeah, it's definitely a buy for that piece. Okay, so then we have a few more. We have from AKB48. Let's see, what's this lineup? So I think this is Future Aces. We have a lot of 15 Gen from some few draft members, and I think also, let's see, a few Team 8s. Yeah, so Position is called, right?
Yeah. Did we talk about position already, or?
Yeah, we can talk a little more in detail. So the MV came out. Yeah, just go lie down. Let's see. So Taniguchi Megu, Hiwatashi Yui, Mukaichi Mion as the center. Kubo Satone, Gotomoe, Nichikawa Rei, Fukuoka Sena, Chiba Eri, Kawamoto Saya, Okabe Rin, Ogiri Yui, Kurano Narumi, again, Saguchi Nagisa, and Kenkyusei, Asai Nanami, and Yamauchi Mizuki. So,
it's the young Senbatsu, I would say.
Yeah, this is again future aces. I would say the idea that this will be a future type. The one thing I like from this song, it starts out, it builds up, and it's very coloring grayish, and then the veil just gets torn off, and it's all bright and colorful and happy and very enjoyable. Very good song for young people. But I wonder why is Mukaichi Mion there at points. Maybe it's like you need to rebuild yourself again, or maybe they tried.
Well, might be. I don't think she was that well received as a center, I would say.
Well, to me, this song is the best song released on this out of this whole thing. I mean, again, this is not counting Matsurin's song because we don't know what it sounds like because it's theater only. But assuming that that's just whatever, to me, this was the absolute best thing to come out of this single. It beats Sakamichi for one reason, and I'll get into that when we talk about Sakamichi's, and it's a big reason too that it beats it. But I would say the reason why this song works is two levels. One, the MV is freaking gorgeous. All those girls look so on point. They're on game. Again, not much you have to do as a photographer or filmer there. I mean, when you have girls that look that beautiful. Future Aces, yes, absolutely, without question. I thought Mion looked great, man. I thought she was absolutely perfect looking. The thing is, though, the song worked. It just worked on every level. Every part was where it needed to be. It doesn't necessarily have a huge hook, but it doesn't need it either. It's just a good song. And it's to me, this should have been the single. This easily could have fit Nachan's voice, her style, everything. Like, I almost pictured Nachan leading all these girls. You know what I mean? And I just felt like AKB really needs to really sit back and think about their style, what they're trying to do with music, because overall, it feels like they're not really sitting back as musicians and as people that you have to remember these people are AKB is a music group. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So thank you for distracting me, Robin.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
No, I'm just saying. I'll just wrap it up. I know I'm talking too much probably, but I'm
No,
just
no, no,
saying
no, no.
like
Go ahead. Go ahead.
yeah, this song is easily the best song on that on out of all this. You can't beat it. You just can't. Like I didn't. Sakamichi's close, but I don't know. It's very good. Very good.
Yeah.
I don't really have specifics as to why. It just flows. Everything works for me. You know.
Okay, so again, this song. I don't know. It's still okay.
But
There's something missing to make it a great song in my mind.
There's no big hook.
No.
There's no gigantic hook. Like AKB songs in the past, like Everyday Katusha, yeah, Heavy Rotation, they all had gigantic hooks.
yeah.
Like hooks for centuries that will always be remembered. Versus this song is just it's great. It's a good song. It's not a great song. It's definitely a
doesn't stand
coupling
out,
song.
It
But I
doesn't stand
also
out,
felt like compared to the single, it's way better than that even.
Yeah.
So you know what I mean? Like they could have went all out on this song. And again, it fits Nachan, I think, more than anybody even in the actual MV itself. Like all those girls are great, but Nachan leading would have made total sense.
Yep.
So it's just I don't know.
Yeah.
I just didn't think this one out.
Yeah, exactly. You are 100% correct on this one. It's really, it was close, but not yet. But yeah, so you said about the last one, and that was the Sakamichi song. Well, the biggest hype behind it.
Oh,
Kokyo no Nai Jidai. So basically, last time they did one was what's the song called again? Anata wa watashi no nomete. Dare do koroseba, or something like that. Something.
Yeah, I'll look up the name.
Well, basically, they want to continue it, or they want to copy it, or something similar to it.
Yeah, the name of the first single from Sakamichi AKB was Dare no Koto o Ichiban Aishitoru.
Yes, that. So, it's the one thing that I liked. Well, two things. So first off, the new outfits they use in the video.
Yep.
It's funny that they're all similar, but you can tell which one were for AKB, which one were for Nogizaka, and which one were for Keyakizaka.
Yeah, there was differentiation in the outfits, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. And my favorite ones, I think, well, they're all great, but I think Nogizaka's was the one that appealed to me most. The most skin showing was AKB though.
Yeah.
Still.
They were sleeveless, yeah.
So the Senbatsu lineup is from AKB48. It's Mukaichi Mion and Okada Nana,
Yes.
Oguri Yui and Okaberin. It's very
Yes.
very interesting that they would choose these. These are all like considered aces from AKB48. Then we're from SKE48, Matsu Jurina, HKT48, Miyawaki Sakura, and that's it from the AKB side. So no NMB, no NGT, and
No, but it was the same with the first single from Sakamichi AKB. That was only Team HKT, Team SKE, and AKB as well.
Yeah, so it's interesting again why they choose this. But again,
well,
then
who's a Nogi? Yeah, who's a Nogi in KF?
yeah. So in Nogizaka, it's Saito Asuka, very good choice.
Right.
Yes.
Very good choice.
Hori Miona,
Yes.
and then from third gen, Ozono Momoko, very very good choice. Yoda Yuki, Kubo Shiori, and Yamashita Mizuki. So that's a lot from the third gen. So again, there is the idea of future aces of the song itself, and then the big one is from Keyakizaka. Well, first kanji Keyakizaka. It's Imaizumi Yui, Kobayashi Yui, of course Yui in there.
Of course.
Sugayuka and
Of course.
Watanabe Risa.
Yes.
And then from Hiragana Keyakizaka46, Kato Shiho. I am forgetting one thing though, the center.
The center.
So we were
here we
expecting, is it gonna be Tachi again? Will she be there? No.
Nope.
They actually did this very, very, very cool. That's the second thing I liked from this whole thing. Um, they open up, they do this first part of the song, and all of a sudden you see the center walk up on stage, and she turns around, and it's freaking Neru.
Yeah.
Nagahama Neru just shows up like, yeah, this is my position. I'm like, yes, you got it. You listened.
Yeah.
Now do this for the 7th single,
Yes,
Right.
exactly.
Well,
please.
Maybe
Yeah.
it is a transition phase within Keyakizaka itself to phase out Techi as a center temporarily and have
I
Neru.
I think personally Techi is time already for her to graduate. Just do her solo career. It's now really Hirata Yuna and Keyakizaka46. They really need their own identity back and not being the background dancers for Techi.
Yeah, see, I have to really disagree with you there. I think Techi very much has a future in Kea. I think that Kea is very lucky to have her. But as you said, there is that division, but I don't think that division is her fault. I think it's us seeing that and thinking that, because the thing is like Techi still very much is a part of Kea and their discussion and their whole identity. And don't get me wrong, Neru crushed this. It wasn't even funny. But at the same time, think about what just happened with Nero. She just had like one of the biggest selling photo books of all time.
Yeah.
Like, of course you're gonna put this girl in there because think about it. Like, that's a money play right there. Well, see, I don't think I'm even close to Nero's sales even like yet, but we'll see. But I'm saying like with Nero, she came out of nowhere with this like photo book crushing sale, like almost like rivaling Shirashimai. So it's like you can't deny that. Like, to not put her at the center of something at KOI's would have been kind of saying to your fans, we don't care that you like her that much. We don't. And so I saw this one coming, but you guys called it like how long ago. The thing is, so it's a good, like, the MV wise is beautiful. Seeing Nero there was great. The girls looked amazing. Everybody did a good job. I was very curious, like you said, like why there weren't other girls necessarily showcasing for AKB. I thought NGT, I thought Ogi would have been good for this, actually. I actually think Ogi's youthfulness would have been really a nice contrast to some of these girls dancing and everything. Also, you're going with the 3rd gen thing. I mean, Ogi brings that. So I thought she would have been great. Actually, Katamina would have been really good too, because I think she dances super good. So having 2 of your best and brightest there would have been great. They didn't do that. So that was interesting to me. But I will say this, Jarena crushed it. She looked amazing. She got that permanent grin on her face when she's dancing, and I love that about her. It's an interesting contrast to like the seriousness of like, you know, Kea's girls. The Nogi girls didn't really stand out for me, except for Saito Asuka, of course. She stands out a million ways this Sunday. But that girl, it's easy for her to stand out. Like that's to be expected of her.
She's a model, so it's.
I mean, exactly.
Yeah.
So it's hard not for your eyes to go straight to her. But the problem with this wasn't that. I mean, it's cool. Sakamichi's awesome. Love the idea. But here's the problem I have, and it's a big one. Did you notice anything about the chorus?
It was flat.
No. Well, no. Well, okay, but I'll give you 2 words, okay? Silent and majority.
Yeah.
Like, it's exactly the same freaking chorus, only a few chords changed.
Really?
Yeah. Listen to it. It's honestly.
I'll listen to it again because that did not come to mind. But if it's like, oh my god.
I mean, listen to their chorus. It kind of has that same sort of feel to it.
Oh, okay.
And I'm just.
Maybe because of the music. The music is totally different, right? So that's why I didn't connect to it. Well, maybe the lyrics,
the vocals.
The vocals. Maybe the vocals are interesting.
Not maybe, it is.
Oh,
I've listened to it a bunch. Like it's, if you put them side by side, like you're gonna hear like Silent Majority is one of the most famous things about Silent Majority is you can just, you'll always remember that. They literally stole that and put it in this.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't that long, but it was long enough for me to go, are you already copying yourself? Like, you don't need to do Silent Majority. Don't copy the most famous song probably by K, except for Fukuon, of course. But Silent Majority is what put them on the map. And you're going to basically take that and make the same thing for the chorus when the song up to that point had its own identity. It was good. It was like, I was so waiting for this big chorus to drop. Like, I thought it'd been really cool if they would have went like real like drum and bass on that, which I thought would have been bold of them to do because the song up to that point wouldn't have led to that.
Mhm.
And I thought if I was being creative, I would have done drum and bass there and like put like bass drops and just like made the girls look badass. No, they just said, "Oh, we're gonna rip off our own stuff because silent majority work. Let's take the most famous part of the silent majority chorus, twist it enough that you won't tell right away. But if you listen to silent majority and you listen to the same time, you're gonna hear it." So that song, it's sunk it for me.
Interesting.
Don't get me wrong.
Mm.
It's to me, it's like the second best song I think out of all the couplings, if I could say it. Like I'd say Position is number 1, this is number 2, NMB is number 3, and who else? Yeah, well,
The rest.
and Stu would be 4.
Rest.
Yeah, but I would say like the problem is you can't rip off something that iconic and get away with it. In my opinion,
Yeah.
and you don't need
I
to.
agree.
Yeah.
And hey, it didn't even come to mind. So if I hear it now, that will definitely be like destroying the idea from this is a good song. It's like
And then
no.
and then also they did this one thing where they're doing this with the hands on the hips. Didn't they do that in another song recently? And it's escaping me. So if our fans know this, please tell me. But that hip move is like, I swear to God, I've seen them do that in something else. I don't know if it's AKB that did it, but somebody did that, and I'm thinking like, what is up with the choreography here? Like you have the best dancers, like you have like an all-star group, and you're gonna have them do moves you already did before. I swear to God, I've seen that in something. Please, somebody find this. And I know we
Okay.
have fans that can do that.
I'll definitely rewatch this again and give my
Yeah.
opinion after this. So
Up to that point though,
Mhm.
awesome. Like I mean the way the like the grid board was awesome and
Mhm.
and everything. The costumes were great, the girls were awesome, but
Well,
then it's like they got that chorus. I'm like,
you know what I noticed
on.
from all the MVs actually, like
Oh.
What's that?
every
What's that?
single one of them,
Hmm?
they all have moments where they showcase someone walking stairs
Oh yeah, what
Oh,
is
with
that?
yeah.
with
What's
their foot. There's like you
That's
see
a
only
good
their
point.
feet.
Yeah.
You see Nachan walking down the stairs. You see Julina walking in her video down the stairs. We have Neru walking up the stairs. We have STU walking up the stairs.
How about
That's
that?
a good point.
Yeah.
What? it's like at first I was like okay, and then I'm starting to notice like and then I'm watch the other videos again. I'm like, huh?
You know what's funny about that? Maybe we can call this the Stairmaster couplings, the Stairmaster single, because seriously, that's actually
Yeah. The hell? Yeah.
Robin, you always you don't notice the silent majority thing, but then you'll notice stuff like that. You're such a weird polar contradiction sometimes. I love it. It's too funny.
So
Love
I would say the reason to if you want to buy this, besides the handshake ticket, besides the amazing pictures that will come out of this, you just imagine you open a CD and you get an SKE picture. You're like, just like that, or you get again the Sakamichi stuff that's very expensive. The coupling songs are the ones that overshadow the main single.
Yeah.
Of course, as
Of
usual.
course.
The only thing that's missing now, again, redeemable spot, is seeing Jabaja being performed on Music Station or something like that, or on AKB48 show, where they do it always the full version. And then I'll give the full grade. I would say this song will get the 54 single would get. Still, it's not the worst. It's not the best.
It's
Right
just
now,
bad.
I would give it a 5. Just an okay.
Yeah.
It's not
Five
great.
out of 10.
Yeah, 5 out of 10.
Yeah, C
You know,
minus.
I same
C
here.
minus. C
I
minus.
totally agree. Yeah, C minus or maybe a hard C for Position because Position really was the saving grace for this. And again, we haven't heard the
Yeah.
Matrin song, so maybe that song will be like amazing. But you know, again, if we're keeping the trend of recent AKB singles, it's just middle of the way, middle ground.
Yeah.
But positions were, you know, I'd buy it for Position because I really I think they hit it on point. I haven't heard the bridge part of Position because we don't have the full MV yet, but
Nope.
I'm assuming the bridge won't destroy it or anything in the song. So I think overall that's not too bad. If you don't mind Silent Majority Part 2, then the Sakamichi song will be great too. But I think overall, you know, it's okay. I mean, it's something to talk about. It's something to get us, I guess, tided over until the next single.
Nothing
So-
is a Song of the Year contender.
No. I mean, NGT for like a minute had
They were
it,
so
in my
close, yeah.
opinion.
Hmm.
They had it. They had it.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, they did it again. And then, nope, they
Nope.
lost it. They completely lost
All
it.
right, all right. So, we have passed the hour mark. We are
Of
not
course.
done.
Oh, hey,
Hey.
and by the way, all of our fans, again, just because I'm always in the comments the first couple days after this is released, please give us your opinion of this. Tell us what you like. Which one was your favorite? You know, if you want to rank them, I'm all about like the top 10 list. Please rank them. Let me know what you think, because we're all very curious. We all read this, so it's like I'm really curious. I already know what most of you are gonna say because I know you guys well enough now. I know like the NGT fans what they'll say and everything, but I am curious to just what your perception is, especially what we've been talking about. So please, 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 just go crazy with that in the comments because I'm very anxious and hungry. It's like we're doing this a few days past our normal time. That's because of me, by the way. Sorry, but I do hope that you guys will go really nuts with the comments on this because I'm gonna go crazy too and respond. I'm a little lonely these days.
All right.
So.
So let's move on to the another coupling songs that came out
Oh boy.
from Keyakizaka46. Which one do you want to start first?
I actually only saw the one, so
Well,
you know.
do you want to do the one?
The one?
Yeah, because that one's pretty badass.
Mori e kore kaero ka? No?
Kairo ka. Momori he kairo ka.
Damn this song. So I'll say it quickly. If this replaced Garasu, I wouldn't
No,
mind. It
Nope.
was.
Oh, really?
it-
Really?
This is a very good song. This style is very nice. This is basically World Order they're doing. It's very style to that. But again, it's so
Okay.
dark. It's so dark. This is like
Yeah.
like burning stuff, back to that style. And I like it. It's like, but this is what I mean. So back to the point when I said I like Techi needs to do her own thing. It's not entirely true. I want Techi to do her own thing because she will be better off. But right now, Kea needs Techi, but Techi also needs Kea. It's like she needs to be like in a mental good state, and the members from Keyakizaka46 help her with that. Believe it or not. But other than that, I think it's so much better for her to be on herself. And again, in this video, it was like Techi was in this separate style, while the other members were doing, the stuff like World Order style. It proves to me that in the future, it definitely will be Kea alone. And maybe it will be an early retirement or something, or she'll go to school, she'll decide something. I don't think Hirata Yuna will be there for a long time. Unless it will be like, she'll stay with the group only when new songs come out, but she won't be at TV shows, she won't be at live events, handshake. She'll just be like occasionally there. It's like you have. I do way too much wrestling terms in this, but sorry, Derek, we're doing one more again, and DX will know this. Basically, right now, she is the Brock Lesnar of.
Yeah.
I know Brock Lesnar is. He used to be a UFC fighter.
Yeah, but he's now like currently the WWE Universal Champion, and currently they're doing a story about him not showing up, like a lot of times, while the other ones, I'm always here. I'm here for you guys. I'm here for your fans. Basically, that's how I feel. You have this great giant icon, but it's only at like rare occasions. It works sometimes, but I agree with the facts like, hey, but the rest are working their butts off. They're everywhere. Every day, handshake events, doing songs, doing concerts, TV shows. Why are you not there? Do you want to be here? Is it like this whole reason behind this? So I don't know. It's really it's starting to bother me a bit that don't get me wrong. Hirata Yurina is a goddess, like the Dark Idol, the amazing. Once in a millennium, she will show up. But we're talking about Keyakizaka46 and not the Hirata Yurina show. So either be like, we'll make her a separate idol, Because that's still a thing, right? You know, not idol groups, but just a separate idol. You know, just doing performances and stuff like that. Why not that? Why not have her do that? And let Kea do their thing. But maybe some compilation, maybe try, but not say this is Keyakizaka46 only at certain times.
That's interesting.
It's bothering me. If I watch Keyakizaka and I don't see Techi again, I'm like, it's like it doesn't feel complete. It doesn't feel like it's Keyakizaka46 then. Or say it's Keyakizaka46 and don't make Techi part of the group. It can be both right now. It just you need to choose: is she part of the group? Make her full time of the group, or if she can't handle the time, or maybe there's all other reasons, then make her a separate entity. You know, make her own thing.
But you're kind of forgetting like Achan and like how many times she was not part of AK Bingo.
9 months. 9 months was that the thing where she wasn't on AK Bingo.
Yeah. But when she showed up, it felt normal. It felt like, oh yeah, that's right. You're the ultimate ace of every idol group in history. But I would say this, like, it did definitely feel like Achan had her own separate world and she was just part of AKB. But I think maybe the difference between her and Techi is like Achan was very easy to assume that role right back in AKB because she had done a lot of theater performances as well as like fans saw her all the time. Like Kea doesn't do daily performances. So you don't have Techi on stage every day, and so that furthers her mystique, I think, in the idol world.
And again,
so
she wasn't even on the first debut performance on CDTV. They had double center Yui doing the song,
which by the way they crushed it. That was amazing.
Yeah, but that's what I mean. That is like, it's like.
Okay, but
one more thing. The whole reason if I look at the person I like I've noticed a trend. I was showering and just thinking about why are my Oshis like this.
Oh god, I'm glad you were going there and not somewhere else. Thank you. Go ahead.
Stop thinking so lewd. Stop thinking so lewd. So the most important thing that makes me like a certain idol is their work ethic. And that's why Nachan is on my #1 list. That's why I like Murayama Yuri, Nozoa Rena, work ethic like that. On Kea's side, it's Sugai, it's Moriya Akane. On Nogi, it's Sakurai Reika. It's all the captains. It's like, Takashi Juri is a captain. Komiyama Haruka is now a captain. This is all the work ethics. They want to do the work. And it doesn't feel like... I know Techi works amazingly hard, but it doesn't feel like she's giving... It's also wrong to say, because she does give 100%.
Yeah,
but not for the group. I feel it's like I'm so torn on this side, conflicted. Like I really want her to succeed separately because she can do it at her own pace, but not as an idol group. You understand a little bit what I'm saying?
But here's the thing. Like, don't forget how much management is involved in this. Like, that could be all Kea's management. Like, here, let's put Techi here. Let's put this here. Management's finally listening to the fans, because I'm willing to bet the fans were like exactly how you feel. Yeah. And a lot of them are saying, we need somebody new. And so we have the Yui double center, which is a hint to come. Neru as the center of Sakamichi's song. I mean, they're experimenting. They're trying out stuff. They're like,
maybe they're in the transitional phase. Yeah, maybe they're in the transitional phase. So.
Right. So that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, all will be revealed with the 7th single, I would say.
The 7th single is going to be. We thought the 6th single was going to be the revelation. It might be the 7th, but the thing is, though, is at the same time we're forgetting Techi's a wonder kid. She's not a normal idol. She is she's a 1 in a million idol. She's the every 100 years idol, and a true way of saying that. Like this girl, she doesn't have to go and do this all the time because. When she is on the screen, she captures it. So it's like it's almost in fairness. You almost have to keep her away from everyone else because no one else will ever shine as bright as her. So how do you fit somebody that talented and that ridiculously amazing into a group? It's really hard.
Then portray her like that. Then I would say if you're gonna do that, let her do well, they.
Yeah.
It's
Hard
so
to say,
frustrating
right?
because I think DX, you are correct. They are currently transcending to that position, and that's
Yeah.
why the change is so weird for me. But maybe they are doing that right now. Maybe it's like, okay, you're gonna see Tetsuya in the main single. You're gonna see her having her solo song, and that's it. You know, maybe they're trying to go to that position.
Well, okay. But two things. One, I look at Tetchy like this. She is a thin wire with electricity going through her, and like so
Yeah.
when you do that to a thin wire, you're gonna fry her. So it's
Yeah.
like when she's on fire, when she's electric, she beats everything and everyone. She lights up the planet. It's not easy to do that. It takes a lot out of a person. When you're that good, it does take a lot. So I don't mind that they only use her at specific points. Because again, here's the other thing. We have seen the girls in Keyaki come into their own. It's taken them a year or so, but like honestly, now you have a bunch of leaders. So that brings me to my point. Let the fans decide.
Yeah.
Give us some kind of a ranking. I know everybody in the comments was like, no, that sucks, Derek. Stupid idea. But I'm telling you, it would work, at least on some level, to allow us to see what do the fans really think. Who do you really want as center for Kea? To me, Techi's not just the center of Kea. She's kind of the center of the freaking idol world at this point. Because she's something else. She really is. She is a conversation starter. She's amazing. She's young. She has every single thing you need. And also, she's something new. She's not Achan 2.0. She's a dark idol. And we only have seen this in the underground alternative idol. There's plenty of dark idols. There's plenty. It's like throw a rock at any of the clubs in Shibuya and you're going to hit a dark idol. But I'm saying, like, hopefully you don't, because I don't want you to...
I'll think they'll catch the rock and throw it two times harder back.
Yes. And you're going to thank you. Very good point. But I'm saying, like, for Techi, it's like, how do you work with somebody that has that, and you've already built her up to be that? Now what are you going to do? So that if you give her rivals, that could be interesting. Nero could rival her.
Yep.
Yui, either one of those girls. So
She needs a Yuko. She needs a Oshima
Yuko. She needs a Yuko.
Yeah,
I've been saying, and I'm telling you, their management watches us. Because we've been saying this for how long, and especially last time we talked about Tetsu, we had this conversation.
Yep.
But I'm going to say it again. She needs a rival, or you need to have the fans decide and let their decision be like the be-all tell-all. I think Sony probably won't go that route. They're like, they don't care. They're just they're milking this for all it's worth. But I'm telling you, if you milk that wire, you're going to burn that wire out. And then, she will graduate. And then it's going to be shame on Sony for doing it. Shame on them, because when you have something that special, you don't abuse it. So I will say this: if she needs a break and she's doing it, fine. I think it's great that all these other girls are getting a chance. You know, it really is. It's great. But I also think if you lose Techi, Kaya's identity, I don't know.
I think I need to be more patient in this situation, and I do believe that DX is right. They're currently checking the water, testing the waters out.
They are.
They are.
Still,
and there's nothing wrong with that.
I want to see more Techi, but also less.
And to revolve back to the single, the coupling, roll back to coupling song. This MV is a great example of the girls like doing their thing. Like when they're lined up and they're doing their dance and stuff, it's awesome. Like I thought it was incredible. Like I didn't necessarily think Techi. I thought, oh, this is Kea finally doing Kea stuff. And I mean, you have a leader, okay? There's nothing wrong with having a leader in a group. It's not our fault that Techi's like a goddess, like among men and women and children. Like this girl is unbelievable, but I thought they did a good job of kind of showcasing it all when they're in the factory and they're all lined up. Like I didn't think Techi. I thought, oh, Kea. But I will say, dark as hell, and typical Kea, and they're not afraid to go there. And again, that's what makes them so great. Like we watched the recent Keyakizaka46. Oh, I said it right this time.
Yes.
Yay. Look. I think Becky even said it. Becky saw it, and when she was talking, she's like, "I like you guys because you're doing something different. You're not normal."
I love that episode so much.
Yeah.
Oh, it's one of my favorite.
I think we'll have to take some time to talk about
Cake. We'll talk about it later.
But again, so you didn't watch the other MV's part. So I watched the Hiragana version there of the song. the thing is, and I like this a lot. So
Oh.
we're talking about kanji Keyakizaka being dark and all this style like that. But Ima ni Mitero from Hiragana Keyakizaka46 is light. This is their complete opposite.
Uplifting. Yeah, uplifting.
And now that they have been like officially being like you're a separate group, I like this. Now you have an idol group with dark and light.
Interesting.
I'm really.
I like that. That's cool.
I really like this. I want to see like multiple singles coming out, light version, dark version, and then to top it off, you'll have one compilation song with hiragana and kanji. You have balance, and that would be like the perfect song ever, right?
I mean, I don't know. I Hiragana is gonna forge their own way. Good for them, and more power to them. They're gonna be great. Whatever they do is gonna be awesome, I'm sure. But Kea, I don't know. If they do a light and dark thing, it's almost predictable. I'd say. I'd say like go another route. Make them even darker. That would be even cooler.
No. I disagree.
No?
Okay. I think right now, yeah, because kanji is up here and hiragana is up here. But the darkness is now overwhelming, but you need balance, so here comes the light. And
I'm a horror author, so
yeah, I know.
Yeah, we know.
And
I want blood and death and destruction. So.
I really like balance, so it's.
I understand. I agree.
Hopefully, if you after this show, you're gonna listen to the song and share your opinion on that side, because I'll think you won't like it then, because it's actually very light. It's very sweet. It's very stylish, and it fits. It's their own style, but it's the complete opposite of kanji, but in a good way, I would say.
Yeah, Hiragana, the song, when I listen to it, it's more uplifting. I'd say it's like
that's cool.
More, it's more like if you're down, this is a song to cheer up a bit. I would say so.
So it's like real breezy. You mean like kind of like airy sounding, or does it pound? Like does it have like a good beat to it?
This was a follow up to Futari Saison, I would say.
Yeah.
Well, I like Futari Saison. That's actually a song that really is close to my heart. So that's cool. If you're saying that,
I think this was the original idea for Keyakizaka, but then there's darkness sells, so let's go this route and save the songs. Oh well, for hiragana. How about that?
Yeah. Okay. I'll definitely. I'm sorry I didn't get a chance, but yeah, I'm gonna listen to it. Thank you. Now you're kind of making me interested in it, because even though I don't necessarily go for brightness and happy clouds, like maybe it's good after watching.
It's not too happy. It's really just at ease, breezy. It's very light. It feels like if you're the sun is out and you're standing just letting the sun hit your rays on your face or something. Combined with that.
So it's not Techizaka46.
No.
Gotcha. Cool.
And other than that, we have the Yui, of course, doing Yu Chanzu song.
Yui Chan's, yeah.
Imai Zumi is just more in the prominent role, because she's like losing a love, and the person she loves is leaving, and she's again. Last time they did tuning, and it was in a restaurant. They had their own restaurant. Now they have their own food truck.
Yeah, food cart. Yeah, food cart.
Titles and food, you can't beat it.
Okay, still, these two, they write their own lyrics and to come out their own songs, and they're so talented. It's like I really like, again, that's on the as a coupling song on the single that's coming out, and hopefully next week it started shipping finally, part number 3.
Yay! Hopefully.
I already have Kasunifu Karatemo, and I listened to it. Very nice. Hopefully this one will be as well. And I do have the DVD version, because on the DVD version you'll have the PVs again, and apparently these PVs are they are portrayed as if you're dating the members. You're on a date with the member.
Interesting.
So again, you can already check out something on jshowbiz.com. Is it .com actually? jshowbiz.
Is it? Sorry, Paul.
Paul, yeah.
jshowbiz.com.
jshowbiz.com.
We go to it so much. We should know this. Sorry, Paul. Sorry.
Well, the thing is, I only type in the J and it pops up at the
But
first
mine
thing I
does it
want to
too.
see.
Yeah, mine
same
does
here.
too. I never
Same
have to do it. You're right.
Yeah, I appreciate Paul so much for the work he does.
Oh, we love you, Paul. Of course, but we're idiots. So sorry.
He has a post about would you like to date Nagamaneru, and then it's like a
Yes.
sneak preview of
Yes.
the PV how you would portray that. But it's I don't know. We have VR now. Why don't we use this in VR? Wouldn't that be great? You sitting down like you do this, and you see just Nagamaneru sitting next to you. Wouldn't that be crazy?
Ooh.
I could think of many adjectives to describe that.
Yeah.
but-
Yeah. Let's not.
Not Lou Dust.
I didn't go there. You did. I
Yep.
just said I think of edge. I didn't say what kind. Jeez. Somebody's already thinking that.
Yeah.
No, I'd want Oda Nana there because she's hysterical and like
Yeah.
you know she's so much fun and like just everything she says. Her or Nagasawa, because Nagasawa, you never know what that girl's gonna say. So
Yeah.
I don't know. Or my
Yeah.
former Osh would be cool, but yeah.
Yeah, no, it's very great on that side. So next week I think I will have the CD, so I'll review it and then
Please.
see what picture I'll get out of it. Hopefully,
Alright, sounds good.
to be honest, hopefully no hiragana, because then I'll be like, who is this?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
want a little prominent member on that
Do
side.
you think Hiragana will get their own show? Like maybe like eventually here?
They should.
They should.
They should, right?
Yeah,
It's
because
request,
when
yeah.
they were on Keyakizaka46 and they had their New Year's party, that was fun.
That
Yeah.
was a lot of fun actually.
Yeah,
So,
but they need their own show, not
agreed.
Kea Bingo battle, not something like that. Just their own type of show.
Agreed.
All right. So that were a little bit on the single sides, but let's continue then. Let's talk about Keyakizaka46. So
Yes.
this week's episode was the promotion for the sixth single, and they
Mm.
sent a few members out and about to celebrities who are fans of Keyakizaka46. Keyakizaka46.
Mm.
Jeez. First
Mhm.
up there was Sugai and Neru. They went to a baseball stadium, and it was very fun. The guy stole my idea. You know, have an entrance song with eccentric. I'm like, oh, you sneaky. Still, what funny was he says I've been to handshake events and Gesundheit.
Gesundheit.
Thank you.
Yeah, I was sick also last week. It's like stupid flu.
Yeah.
He said it was like handshake events and who's just Oshi and Neru and it's like Sugai's like, do you remember him? It's like, yeah, of course I remember him. It's like, you liar.
You liar.
You liar.
That was the best part, yeah. But that dude was cool though. He was like trying to be so like chill, like
Yeah.
"Hey, what's up, man?" But you know, inside he's like,
fan.
you know.
And it's like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Just like
Yeah,
this.
right. But how cool is that though? He's totally like promoting Kea, and if he did make it over to the majors here in the U.S., like, oh, that'd be so awesome. If I hear eccentric on TV, I'm gonna freak out. I'll be like, what the heck? It's so
Yeah.
awesome.
This would be crazy on that side. Other
Mm.
celebrities, so they went to the Tokyo side, and it was Odanana and come on. What is her name?
I can't.
Dang it! Should know this. She's very good, very funny.
Very quiet.
Fine, fine.
Yeah, very
Uh,
quiet. DX take over in a while. So
I kind of forgot the name as well, so not helping you.
no, just talk about the Keyakizaka46. What happened in Tokyo?
Well,
Oh.
Well, yeah, so they went and saw Becky, and first of all, props to Kakinai's staff to pick Becky. She still has a bit of the scandal stain on her, you know,
Yeah.
after what happened with her, and I heard she's made a comeback. I heard it's going good. Becky's one of my most favorite people in the whole world. It's some of my best memories are attached to going to Japan, turning on TVs when I'm in hotels, and seeing Becky everywhere. So who is it?
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
So yeah, Oda, Nana, and Suzumoto Miyu.
Yeah, Miyu. It's Miyu.
there
Okay,
you go.
the girl who passed out, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they showed up and they were promoting. But the funny thing, was very good for them because these were legit fans of Keyakizaka, and these are very good variety TV personalities, and they gave them tips. What?
Yeah, hold on. I want to continue about Becky if that's cool because
Go
I had
ahead,
a
go
thought
ahead.
there. No, because I know where you're going with this, and I agree with you totally. I want to hear what you have to say about it. But I wanted to say real quick that like Becky is like super close to my heart. And when their scandal happened, I was so destroyed because I thought it was so unfair. I thought it was such BS. And honestly, like Becky didn't deserve that. And Becky's a hero to me because she's a hafu. She's somebody who, you know, like I don't know, she was the hafu of awesomeness before Rolla came around. You know what I mean? So it's like she's so important to me personally. My daughter is a hafu, so it's like to see somebody like her be that big and prominent and then get destroyed over some stupid crap scandal. It just killed me.
Hey, the guy was was married.
No, it's him. It's him. Well, I know, but still, whatever. That's their. I don't know. I have a whole different thing to say about that. But the thing is, it's like I love her, and now that she's back, and they picked her, and she was so on point with them. She is sharp as a tool like that, and you know. The girl just knows she's variety perfection.
Yeah.
And so I thought it was very good, and I hope they bring her back. But I like the best part was at the end. She's like, "I'm sorry you had your name's associated with me." She still feels that scandal thing, but she turned it in a good variety, like Michan shaved her head. Now we're gonna make fun of it, sort of way. Like
just
it was,
laugh it off.
Yes.
It was very good. I was like, oh, there you go, Becky. Now I can feel good about it if I ever had bad feelings before. Like you understand it, you apologize, but you did it in a funny way. And honestly. Becky needs to do more with these girls. Can you imagine if they get as sharp as her? Like I'm telling you, like she would be so good for them, and it would also help redeem her career too to be associated with somebody as cool as Kea. So I really don't know. I just wanted to point that out. That was very, very significant. Her being on there, very significant because it showed Kea isn't afraid to take chances. Not that we ever thought they weren't, because they take a lot of chances. But the fact they associated with her. I love them. I love them so much for doing it. I don't know whose decision that was, but kudos to you, and I hope they keep doing it. Okay, go ahead.
Yeah,
sorry, I just had to say that.
The first thing, I noticed Becky first on a show with Akimoto Sayaka and Miyazawa Sai, and it was Toru or something like that. You know, the game show. Yeah, with the pitfall and stuff like that.
Yeah. She's on there all the time, yeah.
Yeah, and Becky is a very fun personality. She's always, always quirky and stuff like that. And when she had this scandal, I was legit like, oh, just like I know what's gonna happen, and it's like the whole scandal thing in Japan is like drama, tabloids. Just get over it.
It's silly, it's stupid. And I mean, I know, but that's a whole other thing we shouldn't get into because then our show will be 3 hours long. But I will say this. Becky's awesome, and I love her to death. And again, it was very significant. And then who else did they have? TM Revolution.
Yeah. Well, before you get to that,
was interesting.
Before you get to that, be ready.
Okay, well, I'm sorry.
Stop. Because what I like about Becky, she was really helping the members, just in a jokey way. Like, all right, just be more open. You don't need to read the cue cards. It's like this is only help for you. Just talk more. It's like in a jokey way, and. I want to see now a program, because that's what Keyakizaka46 actually is, to portray the girls. But I want to see them have variety lessons. I want to see them like a Becky, like maybe TM Revolution, giving them pointers on how you should talk, how you should react, Because, again, going a little bit back with Sugai and Neru, they were getting food. And it's like, could you give a food review? They were staying in the studio. No food review. And it did like 2 times or 3 times, and then they had to stop. It's like, okay, this is not the reason you're here. Just move on, because they knew they couldn't use this material to be on air. So it would be interesting. Maybe that should be the new Kea Bingo. Get guests on and give them variety pointers.
I'm telling you, Becky should do a whole thing with them. They should have her be a host, because Becky's super intelligent and she's super sharp. And I think she's so used to the variety world in Japan. How long? She's been in variety for how many years now? Like, it's like, honestly, like over a decade, I want to say.
Yeah, it's definitely over a decade.
So, I mean, put this girl in there. Give Becky a chance to be front and center again in a good way. Because if you think about it, a lot of the younger fans of Kea probably wouldn't even know about that scandal too much or even care. You know what I mean? So I think she'd be very accepted. And I know when I saw her, my heart, like, it skipped a beat. Because I'm like, oh my God, they got Becky. She's great.
Becky is amazing.
And I think she would teach the girls so much. She'd be like the older like sister to them that could like really show them what's up. And again, like you said, when she said that thing about reading the cue cards, it hit me like, wow, like I forget sometimes they're on a show that like this is kind of important to know. And Becky's not even afraid to tell them, don't listen to what your producer's saying. Don't read the cues. Be open. That's what variety is.
Yeah,
like how valuable a lesson that is. You know?
It's a guideline instead of focusing too much on the cue cards.
And you know who was there? Odanana, one of the biggest variety girls on Kea. So that lesson is really good for her to hear because she's always the one that has funny remarks or does silly things that are like out of the blue. Her and Nagasawa, like they're the ones that always do like the crazy stuff on Kea and Kea's shows. And so I thought, okay, for you to hear that from Becky, this is a good thing. And so I hope they understood that magic there.
Yeah.
So.
But
so
yes,
important.
now they moved on to another person, and it was TM Revolution, who made a joke that he's debuting for the 5th time. So he is now actually their kohai in the music industry. It's like, how does that work? He did the same thing actually. He was, he's a fan of the songs. He really likes the style, and then he really just, in his style, write on them like, why don't you talk more? It's like, why are you here? He's basically giving him insults, but as a senpai, so it's a jokey matter. It's like, come on, lighten up, talk more. It's like, hey, here, we're doing a show, it's fun, and they're doing cross promotion, and I like the comments that Sawe was saying his pecs look amazing, and then Tsudo was like, yeah, his triceps aren't bad either, and stuff like that. But to get when he showed up, I was like, of course he shows up. He's the only guy that's been on the he is a member of AKB48. He's like a special member.
Yeah, pretty much.
Because he was on Chaos stage, and then he got like a certificate of saying he's an honorary member of AKB48.
No, he was the first. No, he was the first male to perform in the AKB theater.
Yeah,
that was what the certificate said.
Yeah.
Wait, but is that true? Because didn't the Bad Boys perform? It didn't also one of the stage managers perform before? I mean, or I don't know if that's true or not.
Well, there were guys that were performing before him, but
it was his own song. It was actually his own song that was performed.
I see. Well, the thing though with TM though, and again, Scandal. Again, like him and Takamina, there was like some rumors there going on.
They're best friends.
No. I understand that, but my point is again, they went a route with somebody who, for a minute, had a bit of questionable things around him, and of course, no one cares, and I don't care, at least of all. But I just Kay is not afraid to go there. Like I love it. I just love it. Like. And also, he was pretty hard on them, like in a funny way.
No, that's his style. He's always like that.
Is that how he is? Because I don't know much about him. So
you've seen the video when he was on with NMB48 and with Banana Man doing his song, and then you had like Saine doing the whole thing with the lights. No?
Oh yeah, that was hysterical.
Yeah, but he was also at the end. It's like shut up, you're in the way, you're too close. It's just,
right.
That's his style. He always using his voice to that. So when I saw him, I was like, I saw Becky, I saw him, and it's like this is perfect. So I want now continuations to do that. But Keyakizaka46 again, great show, and it portrays the girls very well. I'm still missing, one member, but. Who knows? Maybe she'll show up. Alright, we are at 1 hour and 38 minutes, and we're almost done.
Almost.
Very quickly though, next week, Nogizaka46 will announce their next single that's coming up, Senbatsu.
That's it.
I'm gonna say, right now, it's going to be Iko Marina Center.
Yeah. Final center.
That's my prediction.
Cool.
It will be my prediction. With on the second position Nishino Nanase and Shirai Shimai with Ikita Erika, and then more of the first gen being there. So we'll see what happens, but I would be very weirded out if the final Iko Marina song will not be her as center. But we'll see. Let's look forward to that show. So. I have this book here right now. I want to review it a little bit. I'm not doing like our good friend MrJoshbox, who does amazing on his videos. Watch his videos, by the way. He did review a lot of photobooks, including Okada Nano's photobook. Yeah, I'm just looking at this. This is really, the quality with these photos are amazing. It's just these are very, very professional pictures, I would say. Compared to I have like the magazine of Shonen Jump. You have some flash pictures and they're fine, but when you look at this one, it's just
Night and day. Night and day.
give me a moment. Let me just make this easier for review possible. So yeah, there's not much to say. I would say it's like it's pictures, so you can go into detail a lot. But I wouldn't be that wouldn't be good for the show. So I think I'll show you the ones that Josh asked me actually two things. It's like which picture do you like as a photography as best, and which one do you like with Nachan, from her point of view. So I'm looking in the meantime. But DX, what's your opinion on the photo book?
It's been a while since I last bought a photo book, but I really like. I really like the setting. I really like the lights. It's bright. It's Night-chan is really shining in the photo book. And when I read through it, well, read. Can you technically call it reading? Just watching it, I would say. But anyways,
looking.
yeah, looking. I really liked it a lot, and I always Nachan was more the serious type with work ethic style, but with this photo book, you see a whole different side. You really see the feminine Nachan, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it has a lot of cute moments, really, the fun moments, and also her serious side.
Yeah.
So this I found a picture in the meantime, so I'm gonna show this one.
Ah, yes.
So the reason I like this one the most is the way the picture was taken. It was a combination with you can see the water just clear enough, and I know on the webcam it's not showing it perfect, but the water here is so clear and in focus, but Nachan doesn't lose focus. So on one half her face is behind the water and the other half is just her, but she shines here most as well, and it looks amazing. And the other one that's my favorite of her, and you would think, she's, in bikini and in other different swimsuit, different, very type of clothing. But the favorite one, and I'm stalling right now because I cannot find the page.
Oh.
Let me.
And there's no numbers, I think, on the. No, there's no numbers. So
Yeah, so alright, I found it in the meantime.
Okay.
And it's this one. So I'm trying.
That's gorgeous.
Yeah.
That's really gorgeous.
This is really what Nachan is to me.
Yes.
Her eyes are so amazing in this picture. Just her expression on this, her hairstyle. This is to me is Nachan. To just an attempt. It is just. I am really enjoying this photo book, and for the record, I have a girlfriend, and she is like really weirded out that I have photo books of a woman looking at pictures to the side. But again, I look at this not because, of course, it's hot, it's sexy, stuff like that. But I look at this, and then I look back at what Nachan started. I remember that AK Bingo episode. How serious is Nachan? I remember her crying, and because she was not in the Senbatsu, and just looking at her growth. And that's the main thing, I think, we're idol fans, to see them grow.
Yeah.
And just seeing look at this growth. Look at this just professional. This is just now. This is not only an idol. Well, this is an idol. This is a model, a singer, a dancer, a variety person. She does it all. And just looking at this and seeing, even though technically the thing is, when I was in showroom, we had sometimes she read the message and I'm like, oh my god, or she reads on Nanagogo, she reads a message of mine, I'll go also crazy. And I know that she have no clue who I am. But those moments, they mean a lot. Like when you go to handshake events, well, personally I haven't been to an handshake event, but when you meet them for those couple seconds, it feels very special to them, and then you see them in the news, or they grow, they get a photo book, and then you're like, this is why I support them. This is what I want to see. This is one I want them to be successful. I want them to see them happy. And that's why I think this is a very important thing in the end.
I mean, what a great review, Robin. That's really
Yeah.
touching. And honestly, like I totally agree with you, man. Nata, we've seen this girl grow up. We've seen this girl go from the Majime like almost
Yeah.
robot to
Mhm.
this sultry like leader type in AKB who we all knew had it in her anyways. We all knew that. But now, we almost lost her last year when we thought she was going to be down and out, and look at
Yeah.
her. Look how far she has come in a year.
Mhm.
And that photo book is like one of the major epitome milestones of that. When you can get your own photo book out of 500 something girls in AKB, that says something about you. And also too, she's gorgeous. Like she deserves to be photographed a million times over because there's not many people on this earth that look like her. That shot of her with the eyes, Robin,
Yeah.
unbelievable.
Oh man.
Like that's not your typical, oh, let's put you in underwear and to get a hot shot of you. Like that's like, look at my face. I'm that freaking beautiful. You don't need to show anything else. That's awesome.
Yeah.
And again, see, that you picked a good Oshi because I love Nachon to death. We have a lot of Nachon supporters that watch us. Go get this photo book. Order it, go to Japan and buy it, whatever you got to do. Like, make sure you get this and support Nachon because she deserves that.
You know what the day I'm already dreading that's coming?
What?
Her graduation announcement.
No, don't even talk about it.
Yep.
I think when that day comes, I'm gonna be in tears, just crying like I know it's gonna be. Just thinking about it, it's gonna be a horrible day. Hopefully, she'll decide something in the future, but who knows?
I think,
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, if Mayoshi Tani graduates, I think that day I'm gonna go ride a roller coaster somewhere and just scream because I don't know what I'm gonna do. Like it'll be so devastating to me. I already feel like she's graduated because she's so put in the back and you never hear anything about her. But at least Shiroshi getting like she's serious contender for the crown this year, and
she's gonna be very busy. So now she still has a center role, of course, with the single coming out, all the media she has to do. Not sitting on the back in music station, but at front.
Yeah.
She's also going to study for the musical that's coming up with her Nachi Sosenkyo because she tried to audition for Romeo and they went with the opposite direction. She got the main role for Juliet.
Which I could have saw her more as Romeo, I think.
Yeah, I would see her definitely as Romeo.
Considering her harem abilities.
But maybe that's the whole reason. That's like, yeah, we know you can do Romeo, but we want to see you do it, Juliet. How good are you? Go out of your comfort zone. Yeah.
But her harem acquisition skills are amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know. Like I can't picture a Juliet that's like a boss like that. So it's just I don't know. But you're right. Maybe again to extend her, to make her grow, do something different. That's a good thing. Yeah. So it could work. We'll see. We'll see how Renachi plays it with everyone. So hopefully it goes well.
So, we've been going now for 1 hour and 47 minutes. I would say we did our main topics. Are we missing something we want to still talk about? Tomachin? Go ahead, Derek.
No, I was just gonna say Tomachin put out a new single recently, and she did like a live version of it. Again, Paul was kind enough to put that on J Showbiz, so go check it out. Tomachin's awesome. She always will be awesome. Now that Namie Amuro is graduating from the music industry this year, she's on her final tour. Tomachin really sees her place here to like maybe ascend to that position because Tomachin her whole career has always wanted to be Namie, and the song that she put out really sounds like Namie, like almost more than anything else. It's slower. It's not like a Dear J or anything like that, but it's a good song, and Tomachin's voice has really improved. So and again, she's beautiful as ever. So if you were a fan of Tomachin or you like her style, or if you like Namie Amuro, definitely check it out. It's worth checking out, and definitely support her. And also, I think she too has a photo book either coming out or just came out.
Yeah. Just came out, a new one.
It's gonna be hot because Tomachin's hot, so it's easy for her. But I heard it's not that great in terms of like the shots they chose. But whatever, it's Tomachin. I mean, she could sit there, I don't know, whatever, playing in mud, and she'll still be hotter than 99% of the world's population of females. So, whatever.
Very cool.
But it's good. So, anyways, check it out. Check it out, Tomachin. Just want to throw that out there. All props to my girl. So, go ahead.
All right, then I would say let's go to recommendations for next week.
Well, actually, there was still one thing I wanted to talk.
Go ahead.
Shoot.
On Discord, I was approached by Toxic Meatballs, and
Hmm.
he really wanted to give the rundown on what is actually happening in MNL48.
Ah, yes. Let's talk. Let's
Ah,
talk about our favorite
Yeah, we
problem children.
usually really rag on them. We usually really rag on them,
oh,
but
you're losing a little audio there. Let's try
oh,
again.
really?
Oh, you're good. You're good. Go ahead.
No, well, usually we make fun of it, and well, sometimes, well, just let's just say what is actually going on over there.
Yep.
Basically, Toxic Meatballs from the Discord channel I visit or I hang out at. The Discord link is in the description as well. He basically gave me a rundown on what's actually going on there. And right now, they started how they started was nationwide auditions, like in the style of Team 8s, so different prefectures and such. At the moment, back then, there were like over 5,000 girls who did the audition. For the rest, what I'm seeing right now is they're doing it in like three phases, the actual voting. So, phase one is the web voting. Phase two is the announcement, which we have passed as well, the top 200. After those 200 members will be screened. Right now we're at phase three, so the trading, and it's also the final phase. So right now we're at 75 girls, and from those 75, 48 members will be announced as the first generation. And expectations are AKB is going to be the one who is going to be making the announcement itself. So this is quite interesting, and well, they seem to have pretty good reactions, but it hasn't been that. It's not that big yet, but
It's a slow process,
it's a
what you're
slow
saying.
process. Yeah. So
All right, so we just have to hold on for now
yeah,
and just.
pretty much. Yeah.
But it's slow.
Yeah.
How long have we been talking about MNL48? You know, doing
Couple
something.
years
Yeah.
now.
Yeah, and
About a couple of years now. Yeah.
so
So
I don't know why, but why is this process so slow?
I mean, and NGT, we look at their trajectory from the time they were announced until they were actually up and running. It took them some time, but I think again, first of all, thank you for the explanation.
yeah.
That was very cool to give us that. We really appreciate when people can fill us in on stuff we don't know,
Yeah.
so we can be knowledgeable and we know what we're talking about. Especially like the person who gives us all the information about Bangkok 48 and everything. It's very cool that we have people that do this. But I will say this: I still call BS. I'm still calling
Yeah.
BS. I think they're dragging out because they don't know what they want to do there. And honestly, I think the girls and the selection they're having, I don't think that they're that great. I think that's the problem. It's like they really can't find girls that understand. Like when you get on social media, you can't be posting pictures of you with dudes because I've seen so many MNL 48 applicants on like somehow like I'm connected to them and they're posting pictures of them like doing the middle finger and like partying and drinking and like with dudes and I'm thinking and you're applying for MNL 48. I don't think the girls there understand the idol world. And so I think that's why it's taking so long because they have to kind of educate these girls. Look, you can't do that. Like I even told some of these girls on Facebook, I wrote them like, you realize you're trying to be an idol in MNL 48. Like you can't be posting pictures you like flipping off cameras and stuff. Like if you were an underground alternative idol, that would be a whole different story. But that plus hanging out with dudes and all these pictures of you hanging out with guys, I mean, do you want Japanese fans to accept you? Because if you don't, then keep doing it, I guess. But if you want to have success, I don't know. Maybe that's okay, Manila. Maybe they don't care. But I think overall the image for AKB gets tarnished if they're the ones that don't follow any of that stuff. You know what I mean? And I think that's the problem. The girls, the crop of girls are just, I don't think they're that great. I mean, some of them seem like they are. I've seen a few, but I'd say overall, I don't think they're going to get 48 girls that can even begin to follow the rules because I think that's been the problem. I've seen them on Facebook. They don't get it. They just don't get it. So it's like if they get it eventually, then yeah, that would be great. Maybe that's what's taking so long, but we'll see. I mean, who knows? They might blow us all away. I mean, India 48, Mumbai 48 looks like they might actually do something. They have all the support of all these famous people, and it's I love that. I think that's great. And Bangkok, oh my God, they're crushing it.
Yeah, they're doing
So
pretty well. So.
Yeah.
oh, they're unbelievable. So
Mhm.
it's like, I mean, did you see the latest count on their Conservative Fortune cookie
Yeah.
videos? Like, it's like AKB numbers. So
Mhm.
props to them. Like, I mean, I that's what I'm saying. They're doing it right. So MNL needs to like look over them, like, oh, how are you guys doing it? Maybe we should do
Yeah.
that. Just saying. I mean, they actually get it.
Mhm.
Type 848. Oh wait, never mind. There isn't one.
Yeah.
Sorry, I have to rag on them. I have to.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay then. Let's go to recommendations for next week. So, Derek, let's start it off with you. You have a
Yeah.
lot, I think.
Mhm.
Yeah. Okay. So couple things. First of all, shout out to my boys Terry, Gary, and John at Alternative Idol Podcast. I was a guest on Saturday.
Mhm.
I was their very first guest, and coincidentally, it was their anniversary show.
Oh.
So I talked a lot about the Necra Idol tour I did in December, as well as the East Meets West Music Fest I'm putting on in August, and a bunch of other stuff too. A lot of Alternative Idol stuff. This week in Alternative Idol has been really devastating. We've lost some major members in groups that I personally love with all my heart. So this has been a very rough week for idols. That if you like underground world, so we talk a lot about that. So my recommendation is to go check that out. It's just Alternative Idol Podcast. You can
Okay.
see it. I'm on there. Love cross promoting. Those guys are great. And they're
Yeah.
we're all in the same world. So please check that out.
Link will be
Definitely,
in the description.
Yes, and thank you, and then also too, of course, two other things real quick. My East Meets West Music Fest, it's going to be in August, August 18th and 19th. I'll give all the details as I get them more. I'll be announcing that more in April, after I move to Japan and I do some finalization of things that I need to do with the Japanese groups I'm bringing. But I will say this: 3 days ago, I got 100% confirmation on my second Japanese group from Japan.
Oh.
She is definitely coming. She will completely destroy when she is in my show. You are not prepared for this girl. So I'm just gonna say that. I'm not gonna say who, because I have to officially go there and make it official, official. But my other group that I'm wanting to bring, who happens to be somebody very close to my heart, is a group. They're 99.9. I just got confirmation from their manager. So it's really just a matter of going there, shaking hands. So that's what's going on with that. And the last thing is, please go to my Patreon page and support it. I have to just quickly give a shout out to Antoine, who always gives us like enormous comments. Colin, of course. Colin is like we should have Colin on the show, by the way. Like he's ridiculous. Robert,
do that.
yeah, Colin should be on the show, and I know he wants to be, so we should try to hook that up. So Colin, Robert, and Paul from Sweden, Miroslav, Chris, Vaughn, Eric, Pablo. These are all people that have contributed to my Patreon, and they're making my dreams possible. Seriously, from the top to the bottom of my heart of hearts, thank you so much. And it's because of you guys too, Robin and DX and Yayo / AKB. I like literally can't do what I'm doing without stuff like this. Like this podcast actually showed me I can do what I love and get paid to do it. But also keep in mind, with Patreon, I give back. So like I sent out my first Patreon email. It was pretty long. If you even give me $1, you're gonna get access to my private email where I'm gonna just go. If you think I rant here, wait till you hear what I do there. But I talk a lot. That's my point. I'm a writer, so I mean, screw you if you don't like that. But I'm just saying, I really want to connect with everybody, and my Patreon's a way to do it. So please, 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 even $1 just helps me. If I get 1,000 people to give me $1, I don't have any bills. Like literally, I have no bills. So, but thankfully, the people that have been contributing, super generous. So thank you. I mean, my Patreon's like doing pretty well. So please keep making it do better, and also support Patreon for Alternative Idol Podcast and for JoshBox, the other ones that are doing this. They deserve it too, and they're doing great. Necronome Idol even has one. Go support them as well. They're one of the hardest working idol groups I've ever seen. So yeah, that's all my recommendation. I know that was a lot.
No,
End of
very
story.
good. Indeed, I would say just MrJoshbox, check his stuff out, and
Oh yeah,
Oh yeah, definitely.
the Slow podcast
The Slow
is
podcast.
also doing great.
Slow.
Yes,
Go slow.
they're basically us on the Sakamichi side, pretty much.
Well, yeah, if
Basically.
you want more details on the PVs that came out from Keyakizaka46, and of course Nogi News coming up, check them definitely out. Link will be there. Yeah, go ahead, Derek.
And the new SKE podcast, they're crushing it.
Yeah, go
Yeah.
ahead, dude. That's also a thing. I need to listen to that I think.
It's good. It's good. They know their stuff,
Yeah,
man.
that's
Wow. Like
Mhm.
they're good. They're
Very,
good.
very good. On the TV show sides, Keiichi Nokisaka, of course, with the
AKB.
announcement. Today was AK Bingo. I didn't watch it
Yeah.
yet, so we need to watch that as well. There's a continuation on the body
Mm.
parts, who could be, so very interesting to watch that.
Yes, yes. Oh man.
NMB48 with All Night Nippon coming up with their new single
I hope.
That's
announcement.
gonna be awesome.
Yeah.
And other than that, I think on my side I'm done. Derek?
Mm.
Sorry, DX. I have one more thing. Necronym Idol just announced their European tour.
Oh.
They're doing in June at the UK. There might be a few other dates announced coming up. Of course, there's our date in the Netherlands at the
Mhm.
anime convention. That's just Necronym Idol. In Europe, in the UK, they're coming with the Screamin' 60s and Double Ann, which is Saki from X Guso Drop. That's actually the first ever tour of idol
Oh.
groups, I think, ever outside of Japan. I don't think there's ever been an actual tour with more than one group.
Yeah.
So
Oh, okay.
Dave Beatty, Christopher Morris, they're the ones that are running it out of Orion. Props to those dudes, they're friends. They put a lot of time and energy. I don't think people understand how much it takes to do a tour. Like for me, it sucked away like 6 months of my life. This festival I'm doing is sucking away life as I know it every day for me. Again, not in a bad way. I'm not. That sounds like I'm complaining. It's awesome. But those guys to do what they're doing, to bring in like an actual tour, go if you're in Europe and you're not at those shows. You're not an idol fan, in my opinion. I mean, let's, of course, you don't have money. I understand people can't just go, but you really need to go there because
Mm.
this is important. We're starting something here. These couple years are showing we can take idols outside of Japan, and you know what? This could lead to AKB someday. My next stop, if my festival does well, I'm not even kidding. I want to do a stadium show. I want to do like AKB. I want to take the underground world, like get like Bish and like the big names, and like I want to throw them all together and make the biggest freaking show anyone's ever seen, like outside of Japan, because I think it's important to show the world like this is the idols that we know and love, not the idols you see on the news. It's oh, look at these creepy blah blah blah. No, this is idol, and I want to show the world that like idols are like, they're the greatest thing on earth because of this. So go support that tour. Every little bit helps. Sorry, that's my suggestion.
All right.
Yeah.
DX, do you have some?
No, I would say the usual. I would say AKB and such. So.
All right, all
Awesome.
right. Then, thank you for watching this extended episode of 48 Talk, and we'll see you next time then. Bye, everybody.
Jojo.
Bye.